I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be recording right now. I was just trying to keep up with the Falcons game. Let me go ahead and turn that off.
Okay.
Spoil my mood.
Yeah, that
not
upset you.
That's not looking good. My boy Jungle Baby in the building. What's
What's
up?
happening? I'm glad to be here.
Man, let me finish checking on. I can't help it. We just lost 31-28. They had their third string quarterback in. We still lost. What?
Don't look good for y'all.
It don't look good at all.
Bird flu.
But but I know what is looking good. The fact that I got my boy Jungle Baby
That's right.
in here. So that y'all know my butt be already off the rails when I do shows. But I come to the studio. I have my episode ready. But Jungle Baby was in the studio. Nah, I wasn't letting him leave. So I had to scrap what I had on the iPad for now.
Right.
So we about to freestyle this joint. But man, I met this cat a couple of weeks ago, and I said, oh, yeah, he got to be on the show. But he just so happened to be here, so we're going to make it happen right now.
And it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, man, I'm
Yeah,
trying to tell you.
I didn't even know I was going to be. I said, oh,
Yeah.
I get to on the Daddy every day. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, we about to do this. Put all that away, because boys done disappointed me. But I'm in good spirits, though, that I'll have you on the show.
Same.
All right, man. So, if you've seen any of my stuff, hopefully you have. You saw me from the open house. Oh, first of all, let me shout out to all my network mates for the open house that we had a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like, I'm used to watching them first of all, in passing, like when I come in to shoot my show, they're shooting theirs, or when I leaving, they're coming in. So we chat just a second. But man, I felt a connection with my network mates.
Seeing everybody in the same building.
Yeah, we're all here at the same time. It was beautiful. And the chemistry we had, man, I had so much fun. I was still thinking about it days after, just thinking about connecting with everybody, cutting promos for each other's shows. And so it was a great experience.
Yeah.
You were in the building, and I was like, man, I love that cat's energy.
I've always been a friend to the Ebony Vision Network.
All right.
So yeah, I actually met Lack some time back, and we had mutual friends, that we've did some of the similar things with it, as far as interviews and stuff goes.
Right.
Mr. I'm gonna get killed.
I do that drawing all the time, so
Yeah.
I ain't even tripping.
Yeah. So, but we had a friend that brought us to the radio station side of things.
Exclusive.
It's Mr. Exclusive.
I was gonna
Shout
fill
out
it in,
Mr.
but I didn't want to say the
man.
wrong name.
Yeah, because look, it wasn't fresh on the brain just then, but yeah, and we felt each other's energy. It'd be that aftershock, like you saying, it still felt good days after. That's that energy wave.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So every time I came to Ebony Visions Network, I kind of got that same feeling.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But, man, I'm going to tell you one thing about shooting a podcast and everything else I got going on with Daddy Every Day. DaddyEveryday.org. Make sure you guys are checking that out so you can keep abreast of what I have going on. But as a dad yourself, how do you keep the balance? Now, first of all, if you've seen one of my previous episodes, the work-life balance is a myth of actually having that perfect balance. It's something you got to be intentional about every day. But how do you handle it?
I don't think it's like you can't prepare it, but you can prepare yourself for it. And what I mean by that is, okay, so once you encounter it the first time, like we was talking in the hallway earlier, I got a daughter. You blessed not to have one of them. But when it comes in like a storm. So my first time seeing the temper tantrum, it was new for me because she's always been chill, and then she got like 10 preteen, and it's overwhelming. Oh, but next time I know how to deal with it. You got to be more softer with you women. You got to be more, okay, baby, calm down. Because they can hear from their mom, but they need to hear a authority voice bringing them down. Like, hey, chill out. It's not the end of the world. Even though you're not prepared to take on it right then and there, you're like, oh, I know what I got to do. You got to step in with the cape. You ever seen Superman? Superman was never ready to be Superman, right? He wasn't walking down the street with his cape already on and his S's already on his chest. He was never ready. He was trying to be cool, calm, and collect Clark Kent, right? So he's in there every day, but at any given time, he was ready to jump into that role, right? Let me go on in this telephone booth where everybody can see me. snatch it off, but he ready to jump into action. And that's how you gotta be. You gotta be ready to jump in action. You ain't gonna be ready for when it happened, but you gotta be ready to jump in action. So I can be just coming in with my everyday work clothes on and off the top, I gotta jump into daddy mode, with the girls. My son real cool. The thing is with me, my opinion, with a son, you have to instill in them. You gotta drop them the jewels. Hey, this is how you handle this. And being a parent, a lot of these are gonna be your first encounters.
Yep, I know all about that.
I see you writing books, and I love that. But the everyday daddy for real, before he get his hands on a book like this, he has no instructions.
No instruction. Hey, even with reading the books, every parenting journey is unique.
Yeah.
So I by no means tell anybody that my books are the answer. It's things you can apply to yours, but
it's an aid and assistance.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about brothers who hadn't even encountered it yet.
You're right.
So once they encounter it, you be like, oh, okay, these are tips and tricks. I can try that.
Mm-hmm.
Because with me, I'll see little tips and trips, or a friend of mine would tell me, hey, I did this.
Right.
And you catching it that way, through the wave. But before you get those tips,
you on your own.
yeah, hey, this is a first. Oh, man, my son is, he want to do this now. Okay, I wasn't prepared for that.
Right.
But I'm always ready. I'm always ready to step into that Superman role.
Superman, yeah.
You gotta, man, I don't know what I'm finna do, but I'm finna do something.
Mm-hmm.
Superman don't know what he's gonna do. He end up tearing up a lot of buildings in the process of trying to save one person.
Right.
But at the end, he got his job accomplished. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Even though you might tap a couple buildings.
Get
you know
better
what I'm
over
saying?
time.
But yeah, you have a cleaner way to do things.
Right.
But before then, your main objective is to save. You just got to come in with the save. Safe.
I'm so with my boys, right now, I got one that's about to graduate high school and one that's about to finish elementary. So one's about to go off to college next year. The other one's going to middle school. So both are new experiences for me. What I give them is what I've been through. And that's what a lot of parenting is.
Yeah, that's
I've
what I
already
mean.
been there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the hard part is getting them to understand. I'm just telling you what I've already been through. This is what I did do, and this is what I didn't do, or I wish I would have done.
With that, let me ask you, what was the most challenging thing you had to go through parenting with the boy?
That they are just like me.
Yeah.
Both my sons are just like me, and I am 47, and there are things I'm still trying to correct with myself.
Right.
That I see in them that I'm trying to get them to understand, to notice about themselves, so that they're not years later still trying to overcome certain stuff or behaviors.
Yeah.
Me and my boys are real nonchalant about things, and it gets us in trouble, especially about when it comes to women, because women are not nonchalant about things. Everything can be an emotional thing, or emotions are always attached to anything that what women do. So that's why they'll tend to get more upset about things where we are not as upset about certain things.
Right.
And I get we're just built different, but I need my boys to recognize that they'll get in trouble. They'll get in trouble with their mom about things more than they'll get in trouble with me because of the nonchalant attitudes. So,
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that because I'm more of a comedic when I'm dealing with my
am
kids.
too.
And my kids pick that up. So they might ask me something and I respond in jest with them, just tongue and cheeking it. And I'll be like, yeah, ha, ha, ha. And it's funny, but they feel where I'm coming from.
Right.
But it's not so much you can do that with your mom. You can't play with her like you play with me. So, I have to sit down and be like, hey, that's my fault. Hey, look. Those kind of jokes, or when we joking like that, just do it with me. I can take it. I got a tougher skin for doing that. But I had to let them know it's a time and place to be, tongue in cheek.
That's what I'm trying to get my boys to understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, because like me and the kids' mom are separated, so they're living in two different households, and we try to keep that united front. Like if they're on punishment at one spot, they're on punishment at the other.
Ah, man, I hate you, man.
Yeah. So
I'd be like, hey, man, what you mean? I came over here to kick it.
I was like, no, you ain't kicking it. Same rules apply. She done already let me know. So
Yeah.
there's no PlayStation at the house.
That's a
There's
good
none
thing.
here.
I can see that.
It's just so we stay on the same page, so they'll know.
Right.
You can't get away with anything anywhere because it's the
the
same rules
discipline.
gonna apply.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
now my approach with them is different because I am more comedic with my boys.
Right.
But they understand where I'm coming from. They know my personality.
Right.
So they understand when, all right, Dad's for real.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't have the voice to get deep on them because their voice is gonna be deeper than mine soon. But they understand now. Dad's tone done changed, so his voice done cracked. So that means he's serious. So
Right.
But it's one of those things. But just like the Clark Kent Superman analogy, I'm gonna use that for sure. I am always in Clark Kent mode, but I'm like 2 buttons away from showing that S
Right.
at all times. So you have to stay ready. Like
Right.
one of my things I tell my boys is if you stay ready, you got to get ready.
Right.
So now he may not be ready, Clark, in the sense of, all right, I'm just doing my everyday thing, but he already ready on the inside.
Correct.
So some stuff got to go down. So that's what parenting is. It's just trying to stay ready.
Right.
And then juggling your own stuff.
Hey, man, look. Hey, it's a job itself.
Juggling your own stuff.
Yeah.
Even without kids. Like I
Yeah.
know cats that don't have kids and they complain to me about stuff. I'm like, but damn, if you add kids to the mix.
I ask a lot of people, I'll be like, how many kids do you got? So I'll be comedic with it. They'll be like, hey, I got 1, 2, maybe 3. You got daughters? You be like, yeah. I'll be like, damn, they doing fine. No straight jacket? You could. Because sometimes I be on the edge like I don't know what. Dealing with a daughter, like I said, my son's real cool. He's laid back. I give him a talking to, and a lot of things with both the kids. But I have 6. But now they're older.
Okay.
So now I got the babies at the house with me.
Right.
What I do, and let me add before I get to that, each child has taught me something different as far as what I needed to do at being a better parent. But I always try to keep a bond with each one of them. My first son, so tall, every time we have a conversation, I tell him to sit down. Because he's hovering
over me.
Hey, sit down. I'm going to stand up and you sit down. Or we both sitting down. But he's so tall, right?
Right.
And the thing is, I try to keep a bond with him. Someone that's going to be relatable to you, So I talk into where they'll understand. And I make them recite it back to me. So whatever I just told you, tell me what you think I mean by it. And if you can sit there and tell me what you think I mean by it, that means you understood what I said and you downloaded it. So we shouldn't have to go back to this point right here talking about this situation right here being a problem. If anything, it's, hey, I had that incident again, but I overcame it. I overcame the situation because of the last time. You know what I mean? So you downloading it. I'll sit there, now get back what I was saying with the 2 kids in the house. As I'm telling them something, I'll be like, hey, all right, look, this is what I need you guys to do. And I sit there and give them a spiel. I don't know what I'm going to say when I go into a conversation, but
sometimes
I
just
got to make it make sense.
Yeah.
And pinpoint what I'm trying to pinpoint in this situation, right? I'm looking both of them dead in the eyes, and I say, one at a time, what I just say? What did I mean by what I just said? And I sit there and let them give me, because what I don't want, when we talking, I don't know.
Right. No.
Because my patience just started growing thin because I'm already brought myself down. Instead of reacting, I had to respond. It's a difference. Because you can just react. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You don't get nothing accomplished that way.
And my worst fear is to have a reaction relationship with my kids. And what I mean by that is if you're just reacting to something, then you're acting on impulse, okay, because it made you mad. Now, your kids, I look at the kids, they're human beings too, no matter how old they are.
Right.
So you can't be all in their face trying to chastise them, because I be thinking about how I grew up. I wouldn't dare like nobody to run up in my face chastising me. You know, I was blessed to have somebody, even though, you know, people go out there and do what they do. But I was blessed to have people that sat down, because that's the type of stuff that still sticks with me today, right? So I had my pops sitting down, talk to me, hey, Mike, man, check it out. You know, my mama was more reactive. Even though she had a good reaction, she get in there, she gonna light you up real quick. Tat, 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 tat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? she just reacting. Tat, 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 tat. My pops be like, hold on, and let me respond. And that's my step pops. Even my real pops. Hey, you going through this? Let me sit back and respond to it. And I was blessed to have these father figures, uncles, sit down, talk to you. Your mama gonna be the one to whoop your ass, right? Excuse me, can I say that on it?
Oh, you said it. It's done.
It's done. But she's gonna be the one that goes in and show that kind of action. But if everybody was showing you that kind of action, then you ain't getting nothing out of it.
You ain't getting none of it.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get those Jews dropped on you, no matter who it's coming from. You know, our age range and the age range before that, everybody was dropping Jews on each other. You know, and I say a lot of times, and misguided youth, not all of them, but misguided youth, they're missing those Jews.
Jewels, yep.
Because people are being too lazy to drop it down. Ain't nobody sitting down, hey, let me ask you something. Get their perspective on it. And then tell them, hey, this is where you're messing up at. Boom, 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 boom. Blase, blase, blase. Now, what did I mean by that? And if they give you a response to what they didn't understand, then you break it down till they understand it. But most of the times, it's going to get it if you responding to them versus reacting to them. Because they people just like us now. They got the internet. Oh, I feel like this if you do this to me. You know what I'm saying? Right. They looking at how everybody else responded to it. Hey, how you going to just jump in my face and talk to me like that?
That downloading part, when you're saying them downloading it, I like that. And then having them recite back. Because I do that with my boys. So I was like, you take it a step further. I say, you understand what I'm saying? They'll say yes. I need them, and I'm going to start that, recite back.
What did I mean?
Yeah, what did I mean?
Yeah.
Not recite back what I said. What did I mean?
Yeah.
Because you want them to understand.
Yeah.
So then after that, I tell my boys, now that we have this talk, if you do it again, it's a choice. Like you can mess up and do something.
Correct.
But if you understand, all right, this is what you did. This is why it's wrong. I'm telling you why it's wrong.
Right.
I'm telling you why this will affect you later and how it's affecting you now. Because, yeah, you are in trouble. But if you do it again, you understood what you were doing.
Correct.
So
you made a conscious decision on that because you told me.
Exactly.
Hey, what am I trying to say? You're trying to say, hey, don't be influenced. Be your own person. And if I know this is wrong, don't even indulge in it. You got what I was saying. So if we had this problem again, we going to have friction.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem. It may be a reaction more than a response.
Correct. Now, this is what I do. I give them the 1-2. So like I said, my wife, she's going to go in there and she's going to react. That's her whole thing, reacting. She ain't responding to nothing. She's reacting. But to make it level, you know what I'm saying, playing field in the household, she has to be there, and I had to be the enforcer to back her up.
I think that's a good mix.
So when it's like that, and I be like, hey, I just stopped her. Let me respond before you react, because I don't think this one need that kind of reaction.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
I don't think everything needs to be reacted upon. So I got this one. So I sit down and I talk to him. After I get their response back from me, responding to them, and you understood, then it's not only going to be a reaction. You know, the worst thing you can do with these kids nowadays is rob them. Rob them. Every kid got something that they don't want you to rob them of.
Ooh.
What I mean by they on their devices, just like you like your device, they love their device.
Right.
That's their access to the world. They going to Japan on their phone. You understand? So they love this. You know, I ain't got to buy a ticket to nowhere. As long as I can look on my phone. I can play my games on my phone. My son and my daughter, they got TVs on the screen in the room. Only thing they got to do is cut them on. They never cut them on because they on them phones. I want to watch a movie. I'm watching it on my phone. So if we have this problem again, we just talked about, guess what I'm finna do? Mm-hmm. I'm finna go in there, I'm finna react, and then I'm finna rob you. Like a Rolls Royce, double R. I'm finna react and rob you. Pop, pop, pop. I'm going in there. Now give me that device. I'm taking the device. Now, if we got more problems, because they still got more devices, I robbed, I come back and do it, lay it down.
Spin the block.
Get up. Yeah, I'm spinning on them. So they already know, hey, if you told me what you told me, which means you understood what I said.
And you understand the consequences.
Hey, you understand the consequences. So you get some friction, then you get robbed. And me, I'm going to tell you something funny. I can't make this. I put him on punishment. Like I said, I put him on punishment faster than my wife would, because I feel like that hurts him more. You know what I'm saying? That makes them sit there and be. They started reading books one time. I put them on punishment. I'm talking about versus the phone. It was the books. Now we gotta go in there and get Books and Noble cards, right? Because they, I'm like, oh, that's cool. We went that whole time. I'm talking about. I got a text message. Now it kicked off. I think around spring. I think they messed up during the spring break. Oh, that's your spring break.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So it kicked off. I don't even remember what they did, but I put them on punishment. And you know, we was having movie night, right? They like to go Books and Nobles, reading the books. We're going to the library, you know what I'm saying? We're going to the park, all this, you know, intimate stuff with the kids and their parents.
Oh, that's
right?
good stuff.
I get a text. I think it was towards the end of November, right? And the text said, Dad, can we get off punishment? I forgot they was on punishment. I put them on punishment and forgot. Now, all of this stuff they doing, want to sit on dad and mom and watch movies and they reading books, is because they know they on punishment. I was thinking we was bonding. It was because I had them in bondage.
Man, I'm thinking they were rolling
man,
with it.
Yeah, I thought that. And when I got the text, I was like, hey, man, I thought y'all was just, I said, that's what this was all about. But at the same time, it worked out perfectly. Man. To me, when I got that text, I thought that was so funny. I'm doing my day-to-day routines, and I get the text, boom. I said, okay, it's from the kids. Dad, can we get off punishment? I was like, oh. So I called my wife immediately. I said, hey, did they ask you anything? She said, yeah. I said, check this out. I forgot they was on punishment. And she was like, oh, she was having the same reaction. Oh, so that's why they was all under us and da-da-da-da.
At least they played the game good. Golly, my boys would have made me feel, if they didn't like it, it would have been noticeable. I'd have been like, you know what, you off punishment. I'm tired of this. Let's leave the park. Because they would have gave that energy sometimes. But sometimes they get into that type of stuff.
Look, you got to have that type of discipline, because I know one thing. Whatever they did, they wasn't doing it no more.
Nah.
So
all this quality family time.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna mess up again.
Hey man, when I gave them when I gave them devices back and said, hey, I couldn't say I forgot. That's what I wasn't.
No.
I couldn't say I forgot y'all was on punishment.
Make sure you see him still.
Yeah, I was like, all right now. So I gave them back their devices, whatnot. Man, do you know all that family time we was doing it? They ain't studying. No, they was check. Calling their friends back on the PlayStation. And I be telling them, man, y'all so privileged. You know
I don't think they realize it. My boys don't realize it. They ain't grow up
I was like, man, I grew up in a household where it's 3 families in here. And we thought that was the norm. You know what I mean? So it's me and my siblings from my mom. And then I hear there's, I got cousins that stand with us. You know what I'm saying? I got my uncles that stand with us, my grandmama in here. So we thought that was the norm. Not to be just one family in a household and you get everything. You got your own room. Man, come on, man. I ain't get my own room in high school, man. You got your own room? Come on.
Man,
you don't even know the hair.
I ain't get my own room till I moved out and on my own. That's when I got my own room.
I had to wait till everybody else moved out. Oh, I'm getting that room right there, boy. Yeah.
Man, before I let you get out of here, what do you want to let the people know about Jungle Baby? How they can reach you and all that other good stuff?
Okay, what I do want you to know about me is I'm an everyday person just like you. And just because I'm on this show, I had to state that out. I'm an everyday dad just like him, just like you, and just like you. You know, hey, it take a village, and we got to instill that back into our kids, man. Don't let everybody around them. And if anybody's going to be dropping them jewels on them, make sure it's you first.
You first.
And where you can reach me at is at One Jungle Baby, and that's on Instagram, that's on YouTube, and Effin' Jungle. EFFEN Jungle on Facebook. Y'all can just come and holler at me. Drop a comment or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it.
I like it. All right. So I want to thank you for short notice just jumping on set with me.
Hey, man, it was a pleasure being here, man. I enjoyed it.
I normally have a list of questions, but I like how you roll, so I didn't even have to do all that.
Man, so that's all that. Cool beans, man. Cool beans.
This was dope. Yeah. That's Jungle Baby. He gave you the contact information. Make sure you holler at my boy. Follow him. some things in the works with him in the network.
Oh, yeah. I ain't mean to stop y'all.
Hey, go ahead, brother.
So much in the works, man. Don't forget, every month, so that's 12 times a year, plus we got pool parties, low breed takeovers. Got to put that in there. And every time you see us, you're going to see that LB. That's that low breed, last of a dying breed. And if you do see me, I got that LOOK, which is look, last of our kind, man. Y'all coming by some content. Y'all coming by some merch. Just come and shop with us. Low breed, whatever you're trying to follow us on. And you can follow Low Breed Jungle Baby, Low Breed Monster. We got Low Breed XO. Just come over there and just shop with us.
Oh,
I had to put that out there. We got movies rolling out. We got the takeover compilations we got coming out. And if you are interested, you can hit us up on that Low Breed channel. We got remixes that you can get involved with. I got to push all of while I got the time.
No, go ahead, brother. You got the platform. Go.
We out and we're trying to make it to where the artist gets seen again. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff been saturating. You still got artists out there that feel like they ain't getting their just due. Most importantly, if you're trying to get your just due, you got to invest into yourself. And we got a lot of resources and sources that you can invest in. Just come by and holler at us at lowbreed.com, or you can hit us on Instagram, lowbreed, 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 lowbreed. I just had to put that out there.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And you know me, daddyeveryday.org. Find all my information, Daddy Everyday, on Facebook and Instagram. Daddy Everyday Shop, where you can grab this merch right here.
Yeah,
no,
I like that
that's the book.
sweatshirt, and I'm going to get
this
that.
daddyeverydayclothing.com. Daddy Everyday Shop for the books and all that.
Yeah, tell me more about these books real quick.
All right.
Real quick, I know we got to roll.
Yeah. Daddy Everyday, that's the second edition.
Okay.
It began with Daddy Everyday, rewriting the Black American Dad story. My
All right.
boy gave me the idea for that when he was 6. So the idea hit me. It's my divine calling. So I just wrote the book and everything else took out from there.
Fresh start. Is this for first beginner dads?
Nah, man, this is for the incarcerated fathers.
Okay.
So a lot of time, and this is what brought this book about, is because moms, first of all, shout out to women. Moms, sisters, grandmas, because those are my biggest supporters, because they're trying to help their dads, their sons, their uncles, and all that. So I got a lot of questions about, hey, what do you have for fathers that are incarcerated?
Wow.
That are trying to get back out?
Wow.
And what's missing is them connecting. That's why it's called reconnecting after prison and absenteeism.
Okay.
It's like the tools to help you stay connected to your family while you're in prison, so that when you get out, it's not like a culture shock where you've been in for X amount of time. Now you're adapting to this new world and trying to make connections. You need to keep those connections going or establish them while you're in prison. So when you get out, you already got a leg up on things.
Boy, that's neat to know.
Yeah, because the people on the outside are the ones that are going to help you get back on your feet. But you need to stay connected to them.
That's right.
So you don't need to get out and then try to come up with a plan. Your plan needs to be while you're still in prison.
That's right.
And then when you get out, you hit the ground running.
That's right.
So
I think there's a lot of brothers that need that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
even beyond prison. That's like if you've been out your kid's life for X amount of
Right.
time.
You could be on the streets and
Yeah.
yeah.
And then realize-
that's neat to know, man.
I need to get connected. And I have tools in there. And I've had people from across the country reach out to me because they read the book. And it's really dope. I'm really excited about it. And I got some other things coming up with that book. I got to do another podcast episode on it because I had some things that happened over the week that said, okay, I got to dig deeper into helping fathers reconnect.
Hey, man, that's real dope, man. I'm glad I had you on today, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, thanks, Jungle Baby, for coming through. Another Daddy Every Day episode in the books. You guys subscribe, like, all that stuff. Make sure you share, like someone's post, even if you're not going to donate or anything like that.
Share.
That's what helps more people see it, and that's how things grow. All right, we out.